Hello again and welcome back. We are in the back garden just off the dog yard here in Zone 7 in New Jersey, and we are looking today at 8 fig trees that I've put in this year, and I'm going to talk a little bit about how I'm going to be managing them. Figs sometimes are hardy in Zone 7 in the United States, but here where we are, we're very close to Zone 6. We do sometimes get very bad cold weather in the winter. So I'm not going to be maintaining them as trees. You can see they're set in very close together, but I'm going to be handling them in the same way that you would deal with raspberries. And the mature branches in the winter are going to be pressed down and staked down to the ground and then covered with successive layers of leaves to keep them away from the cold, but also the wind is a problem for figs. And if we get bad wind, which we do here on this corner all the time, then they'll just need more protection. A couple of things that I've taken into account here. Figs have very shallow roots, and so you don't want to dig them down below the surface. And I actually like to, when I get them in, leave them a bit above ground and backfill. I've backfilled these all with rabbit mulch. Which they seem to really like to eat. There's the pet. Hello, pet. So what will happen next spring, I find some good buds here to look at. There we go. What will happen in the spring, you see there are 2 buds here. One of these buds is going to be a fruit, and the other will be a new branch. There's a double bud there. And so when we let these back up in the spring, these older lignified canes will be the fruiting canes for the first Breba figs, and then they will make new canes for the main crop. And then at the end of next season, when the leaves come off, these canes will be pruned away, and we'll keep the new ones over winter. So that's going to be our system, which is a technique that I heard about from a channel called Garden a Bit Differently. And that is a gardener in Poland in the equivalent of our Zone 6. She's got a great channel. She's got a beautiful series of videos about her fig technique, which we're going to be following. And we'll see what happens. But they seem happy. We got them in the ground. This was the last one to get in, and it's a little bit yellow with the stress, but everybody else has greened back up. So I think we'll be all right. We've got diatomaceous earth sprinkled in for a couple of reasons. One, to discourage the ants from bringing their nests here, but 2, figs do like a lot of calcium and minerals. It's a fast-growing, thick-stemmed branch, so it needs a lot of calcium and minerals. And then I'm doing a pre-mulch with some cedar shavings here. And then in the winter, I'll put whole leaves down after I've staked everybody down sideways. Then I'll cover with whole leaves to leave an air space so they don't rot, and then cover that with mulched leaves. And if I have to, then I can bring some tarps out if it's too rainy. I thank you for your visit. I have a good result with the May pops from last week, so I'm going to be doing an update on how they're doing. Stay tuned for that, and I will see you later.